Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. Look what's happened here. Oh, I'm going to have to cut all my nails down. This one had a crack. By the way, the polish on my nails is the beautiful Actea. I still don't know how to pronounce it, but that is a fantastic blue flaky. They actually reflect this amazing pink. I just love it, but look at the state of that. So my nail was split really far down and I was super gluing it till it got to the free edge, and then I was really worried about it ripping across the nail bed. Sorry if this is kind of triggering anybody, but I've had to cut this one really low, and I thought, I really don't want to trim. You know, this dilemma that you have when you break a nail like this. Do you just leave it as it is, hope that it grows quickly, but it just looks so uneven? And what happened, I noticed this morning that my thumbnail has cracked as well. So yeah, I can't get hold of any Nailteaks Formula 2 at the moment, so I'm using Nail Envy and SE Love and Care base coat, but I need my Nailteaks Formula 2. That's the only thing that really keeps my nails strong and helps them grow. I've got a little bit left. I'm just going to have to use it on this finger. Anyway, that's my dilemma at the moment. Amazing nail polish. Absolutely love this. I'm going to have to use this hand as my swatching hand for a while, which is going to be really weird because I'm left-handed. And usually this is my comfortable swatching hand, but how ridiculous does that look? Anyway, let's get on with the extreme destash. I've actually got 28 Barry M polishes. I used to have a lot more actually. I seem to have destashed quite a few out of my collection. So I really don't think this is going to be a straightforward 14, keep 14, destash 14. It's not going to be a 50-50. I think I'm going to struggle to destash any of the Barry M's that I've got left because I just really love them. But a few people have been saying in the comments, don't worry Claire, you're going to be getting to brands that you maybe want to destash more than 50%. And I think that might be right actually, especially with some of the mainstream brands. So I've actually got Sinful Colours is coming up next, and I think I've got quite a few Sinful Colours that wouldn't be too bothered about destashing. So we'll see what happens in the next video, but this one I think is going to definitely be a struggle. So let's start here. A lot of these polishes have been gifted to me as well. Let's start with these three first actually. So these three are the most recent that have come into my collection. These were sent to me by Amanda, the nail polish hound. She gets PR from Barry M, as does Nika. Yeah, so anyway, she got, these are the potato polishes, which are, so they're natural ingredients made with like potatoes. And she sent me these three polishes here, which I really like, especially like these two. That's a real kind of butterscotch shade. And this one is a beautiful like a brick red autumn shade. But this green here is quite a pretty green actually, but I feel as though I've got a lot of green creams that are similar to this shade. All of these green origin formulas are fantastic, like almost one coat. So actually, Amanda, I'm going to pass this on from my collection, but I am definitely going to keep these two. Here's another couple of Barry M's that Amanda sent me. This one is a topper. So this is a flaky iridescent topper, crystal glaze. And this one, I've used quite a bit of this actually. And this one here is very pretty. I think I probably would have passed on this because it's sheer, but I did wear it as a topper over another very similar shade. So I am actually going to keep both of these polishes. Okay, so a couple of polishes here that I think I can finally destash. I'm pretty sure that this one has already been destashed and it somehow snuck back into my collection. This one is Fashion Icon and it's a full coverage glitter. And this one here is actually a really unusual shade, but I feel like I've got similar polishes. This one is blackberry. It's a kind of deep teal. Yeah, so I'm going to pass on these two. Okay, I've taken them out the box because the box is really dusty, and also I can see them a bit clearer. So I've got 5 molten metals here, including this beautiful celestial silver. Yes, one of my favourites from last year. I love this flat holographic effect that these 4 have. This one is a molten metal, but it's more of a matte flaky in a purple polish. I've worn this and I did enjoy wearing it. It was actually, I picked this up for £1 in Boots. It was on sale. But I'm not sure I would reach for it again, so I'm actually going to pass this one on. But I'm definitely going to keep my 4 molten metals. So here are my green Barry M's. I'm definitely going to keep this one. This is Sugar Apple. And I remember when I first started Instagram, I think I must have put a picture of this up, and somebody asked me if I had a dupe in my collection, and I said, oh yeah, I'm sure I have. But there's something about this, I didn't find a dupe, there's something about this that is very unique. It's a minty pastel green, but there's a touch of blue. And I actually don't have anything that dupes this, so I'm definitely going to keep Sugar Apple. I'm also going to keep these two. They're two bright summery greens. That's Kiwi and Green Beret. I think one of them came in a me box. But yeah, I just love both of these. I've got a backup of this, so that I was sent this as a backup, but this is cardamom. And before my collection became as big as it is, before it just exploded, this polish was my favourite polish for such a long time. It's a beautiful khaki green one coater. I haven't worn it for quite a while, but I feel as though I still need to keep the backup. I've probably got about half of this bottle, and I've used a little bit of this one. I'm going to count this as one polish. I know that's cheating a little bit, but I'm definitely going to keep this, and I'm going to kind of count it as one. This polish, I've been thinking about this, so maybe I need to keep it. This is spearmint, which doesn't look like spearmint at all. It's a very muted grey toned green. I think I might need to this begins my maybe pile, because I think I need to see if I've got a dupe for this. I've got a feeling that the formula isn't as good as cardamom, and it is actually quite similar to cardamom. It's just a little bit more grey toned. So I genuinely don't know what to do with this one. I don't feel like it needs to be destashed just yet, until maybe that I can find a comparison. So I'm going to keep this to one side. So I've got some neutralish shades here, and this is the beautiful Chilli. This won't be going anywhere. It is one of my go-to autumn reds. Yeah, I just absolutely love this shade. So Chilli will be going nowhere. Keeping this one. It is different to the Green Origin. It's much more red. This one's more of a brick red. And this is more of a chili red. It's different to anything that I've got. I'm definitely going to keep it. I'm also going to keep these two. This one is Almond. The Jelly Shine, the Jelly High Shine, a fantastic range. And I know that Barry M have come out with some Jelly High Shines recently. I've seen on Nika's channel and Amanda's channel. They look like really pretty pale pastels for the spring, so I'm going to have to check those out. So I'm making a bit of room in my Barry M collection, but I'm definitely going to keep Almond, which is soft pinky neutral, and this one here is Olive, which is I feel like I've got similar shades for both of these, but I just love them. I can't part with them, so I'm definitely going to keep them. But these two, this one I just don't reach for. I think it was in a duo pack. on sale, Superdrug limited edition. And this one is Venom. And this one here is Surfboard, that has been in and out of destashes, I feel, in my collection. But I just don't reach for it, I don't wear it. And I do feel like I've got quite a few like dusty blush pinks. So I'm going to destash both of these. And finally, these 5 here, more sort of blue toned Barry M's. This one won't be going anywhere. In fact, I'm going to be keeping all 5 of these. This one is Barry M Damson, and in my eye, it is the UK equivalent of Pacific Blue. It's very, very close. Not an exact dupe, but very close. Keeping that one. I'm also going to keep this pretty topper, which is... do I need to keep this? Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this topper. I don't feel as though I've got a lot of holographic glitter toppers, believe it or not. I'm just looking round now where my toppers, transforming toppers and glitter toppers. I have things like this, which is a gold holographic from Colours de Carol. And I know that I've got a kind of fairy dust holographic topper from Polish Me Royalty, but I don't, this one has got some chunkier glitters, so I'm actually going to keep this one. So that's Diamond Glitter, and these 3 here are all really pretty blues. This one is, it was in my favourites last year, that's Blue Jade, and it's a beautiful like a kind of purpley blue grey. Absolutely love it, and it's one of those polishes that I just keep thinking about the shade after I wear it. And these 2 are really pretty. This is more of a periwinkle blue, and this is more of a kind of greyed out blue. This one is elderberry, which is a fantastic formula for such a pale blue, and the same with this coconut infusion. So it's one of those kind of natural ingredients. So I am actually going to be keeping all 5 of these. So I'm actually destashing 7 Barry M's, so that was more of a 25% destash instead of a 50% destash. But I did decide to be a bit more decisive and destash Spearmint. I just do feel as though I've got similar shades. So those are the 7 that I'm going to be passing on. And here are the 21 that I'm going to be keeping, but I'm just counting... I'm counting my cardamom and my backup as one spot, as one place, and I'm also going to pull out the toppers and transforming toppers, glitter toppers, and put those in a separate place. So it's not too many Barry M's going back into my wider collection, and there's a little bit of room for perhaps some more new Barry M's this year. I'll see. I'm going to try not to buy anything this year that I don't think I might already have. I feel as though I've made a couple of oopsies already in my first haul of the year. There may be some Claire Compare videos coming out based on the polishes that I've bought recently. Although I know I don't have a dupe for this beautiful polish. But you know what? You can get a blue and a flaky topper and get a very similar effect. So... as much as it's absolutely an amazing polish, that looks awful. I'm going to have to trim all my nails down, which I'm really sad about. Okay, yeah, so I'm rambling now. Let me know what you think of Barry M. Of course, Barry M is a UK high street drugstore brand. You can pick up bottles of Barry M usually for about $3.99. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.